Hey guys, welcome to the Legacy Crypto Queen 2.0, where we talk about investing and crypto trading here. And I have some things. Let me get comfortable. I have some things in the works for you guys. I know we are currently talking about the debt box, and you guys know the debt box takes quite a little bit of capital in order to invest, and it's a long term play. It's not something that's going to roll over quickly for you profits, but it's a long term hold in order to grow out your initial investment. We're going to get into the rest of this video on why I even look at the debt box. So I'm going to quickly go over what I'm about to tell you. So I am working on when Afric arbitrage system returns. You guys know this is where we all started with AAS. This is what allows us to take $22, put it into a platform that will trade on autopilot for us through crypto arbitrage trading. The fastest, safest crypto arbitrage trading platform that is out with Afric arbitrage system. We are currently under a pause with them. Now, when they return, you guys know that you can take $22 and grow that $22 with AAS. I want you guys to also have other safe things that you can do in the crypto ecosystem so you're not falling for all this other mess out there that's coming out that has you guys going through rug pulls and scams. Now, this is only if you listen, okay? I don't want to just talk about things on this channel that require a lot of upfront capital. I'm trying to learn about some things where you can take $22 or a smaller amount or whatever you have and grow it yourself. So there is a guy that I have found who teaches a lot of these different techniques. His program is pricey, so I am going to buy his program so that you guys don't have to. I'm going to buy this guy's program and I'm going to learn under him. What I learned from him, I will bring here and teach you guys as well. He does some things that you guys can do in the crypto world to earn crypto on your crypto. He does things like private banking, where you can learn how to make money off of loans. Like it's crazy watching this guy work through these little different things, but where you can take a loan and earn money off of it, and you make money when the market goes up and you make money when the market goes down. It's a lot. So not just that, but a lot of different other things that he teaches through his program that I will be bringing to you guys. But we all are waiting on the same thing, and that is for Afric arbitrage system to return. So I know a lot of you are waiting to buy our crypto trading course so that you can build a skill set in learning how to trade crypto so that you can take full control over your financial independence and building that out through the skill of trading crypto. So we have built a course for you to be able to do that. And I know a lot of you guys are waiting for AAS to come back in order to get that course, which is cool. We decided not to change the price of that course. It will not be going up. It will be available for its current price at $500. There is no subscription fees. What you get with the course is 63 videos teaching you everything that you need to know, taking you from beginner to pro trader. And you get a community and a mentor in our trading Telegram group that will help you along the way if you get stuck somewhere, to get you moving to your goals of becoming your own bank. Pretty much, you can take your profits, you can go and grow those profits just like the banks do. They take the money that you deposit and they go trade them in markets, and they make money, and they barely pay you anything in interest, if at all. They don't pay you anything pretty much for using your money to go make themselves money. So basically becoming your own bank and learning how to trade safely in the crypto market. So Very, very exciting stuff coming for this channel. So make sure you stay tuned here and invite other people to join us here as we grow this brand out and help you guys grow, learn in crypto. So let's get into this video. Also check out my other video, my AAS channel, pretty much Legacy Crypto Queen. Go check that video out as well. I'm talking about Uphold and what's going on with AAS and what's going on with Binance in Nigeria. So just did that video. And all right, so let's get into this content, guys. Now, this is the creator, CEO of the Debt Box. He is about to, if you didn't see the other videos that we've covered all this information on, we've gone through this video on this channel. If you haven't seen these videos, my previous videos, go check it out. On this one, he's talking about institutional investors and the different mindsets between us and institutional investors and what the tokenomics of these coins look like and how they have made them deflationary in order to protect investors. And so to ensure that investors get a good return on investment in the long run. So let's get into it. I will let him talk to you guys.
That's my background. Anytime you deal with institutional funds, we try and get involved with projects that have a risk and reward of higher than we are putting out. If we can put our dollar out, great. If we can bring it back, that's even better. We bring it back with some friends, that's even better. This isn't an investment because you really don't know what these tokens are going to be worth. That is 100% subjective to the crypto market. We've had a lot of things hit us in this space in the last few weeks, especially. Things that a year ago I would have said never were possible. But when anything can't be possible, trust me, someone's going to find a way to screw it up and make it possible. So how do we shield ourselves from it? That's the revenues that we bring in, the deflationary, we protect ourselves. We're not down 40, 50% like a lot of other tokens are right now. How do we get to a point where we can protect the community? That's the tokenomics. And how do we get to a point where we can thrive when everybody else is in the red? And someone looking at our ecosystem that understands that we have something that is different than anybody. Most investment banks have a 3 to 5 year time horizon. They don't have a Monday through Friday time horizon. I'm going to be honest with you, most people in this room have a Monday through Friday time horizon. You guys look at this and say, okay, I want to have these amount of tokens brought in, and then tomorrow I want to sell them for this, or Friday I want to sell them for this, or next week I want to sell them for this. An institution doesn't care what you guys are doing. An institution looks at 36 months out minimum for their return on investment. So they look at it as a return on investment because they're investing. It doesn't matter if they're buying an excavator. They want to know when they get it back, what do they produce back in the farm, and how to get it situated. How many software licenses can they buy? They can put them in the cloud. They don't do anything. What do they believe that token will be worth on the road? Now they look at the tokenomics. They look at how the burns are happening and how everything is shutting down. They're not going to sell this token coming into the market until at least 2 halvings. Why? Because 2 halvings, all of your guys' nodes are now making a third of what they were, 25% of what they were. And if they have all the token and nothing more is coming in, but the burns are still going, this goes back to are you willing to sell at $1? Are you willing to sell at $1.05? If they're not willing to sell until XYZ, what's the value of the token? XYZ, because they're not going to say they're going to sell it until it hits XYZ. Does that kind of make sense? And we want to be very careful about these institutions not being whales in this industry. So we only let them buy X amount of licenses for that reason. I don't want to have huge wallet holders that can come in there and 3 years from now they go and pull it out. If they did, the beautiful part about the tokenomics is they lost 10% for doing it. They then dropped the market, which means the burn came in and purchased more tokens than it ever would have. Would you rather have a dollar come in and buy 1 token or a dollar come in and buy 3 tokens? 3. So even if you have a drop, the revenue coming in over time will correct it automatically and bring it back up. So the selling doesn't bother me. Joe hits me up on this all the time. He's like, well, yeah, but they're just going to sell it next month. Okay, I don't care. $6 million comes in, $6 million bought a lot of token at a really steep discount, so I'm okay with that. Joe looks at it and says, no, this is bad. I said, it's actually really good, Joe. he's having these things. But Black Gold will prove it. Black Gold already proved it once through the first halving. You guys haven't been around that long. Even natural gas that just halved in July, we are just now starting to hit the bottoms. And what happens is right about now, the revenues start catching up with the sellers, and it starts going the opposite way. It happens with everything, because eventually you start hitting that level where you're not mining enough token to keep doing this and selling it to where the revenues come in and do this on the other side. It's just a teeter-totter. So it just matters if you're basically level today or if you steep one way or the other. And so that's just your own personal projection of what you believe those rewards are worth, and that's the best part, because it's worth whatever you believe it is, and when it hits there, sell it.
All right, so this goes a little bit to the tokenomics. I'm going to try to group a lot of these, but like what is the EGI pool or the EGI? How much supply of tokens for each project? Kind of like, how do you guys calculate that? You kind of hit on it a little bit. And then we talked about the increased license value.
Okay, let's stop this stuff.
Yeah, so basically supply stuff. Just how's that?
Okay. Will you step out of the front and see if we can make sure we have it for at least 11:30? Or sorry, 12:30? I don't think they're getting here until 2, but just check on that. Okay, so EGI Pool, it's Ecosystem Growth Initiative. It stands for a lot of things for me, but we're trying to grow out the ecosystem that's in this room. We're trying to grow out the ecosystem that is physically in the farms, in the pits, doing the drilling, the workers, the supply chain. Growth is very simple, guys. It is basically, we're trying to get everybody to grow. It's a part of DebtBox. So we're trying to get the ecosystem to grow. We're trying to get the growth of the company to grow. And it's our initiative to do so. So that is your mining pool. At the end of the day, that's really what it is. I don't want to call it a mining pool, because the reality at the end of the day, that's not what I named it. Everybody does mining pool. This is our initiative to basically grow this whole ecosystem, not by dollars necessarily, but by people and benefits of life. So every single day, the EGI pool does a distribution out. Depending on the tokenomics, that will either be divided by how many licenses are on based off of the half-life, or that EGI pool gets divided by 4,000 days, and then 1/4,000th gets divided today based off of how many nodes are on. When people start running their own nodes, if they do not put them on the cloud, there's what's called leakage, it's called downtime. Even sometimes when you put it with certain service providers, Amazon's gone down, Vultre's gone down, it's a possibility. If you're on Amazon and Vultr goes down today and half the network's on Vultr, guess what? You're very happy. If you're on Amazon and it goes down tomorrow, I got news for you. You're very unhappy because Vultr got the revenues and you didn't. You guys have been very blessed for the last year by us hosting this, and Amazon's only gone down one time in the last 12 months, and they weren't down long enough to affect mining. It may happen. That is the benefit of basically putting these out to an actual mining process. If my power went out, my Bitcoin facility, do you think I made Bitcoin that day? My internet went down, do you think I made Bitcoin that day? No. So this is a true rewards-based system, and this process over the next 30 to 60 days is going to get it there. The EGI pool does the mining pools out. That's divided by the nodes out. Every single node holder then understand that when halving happens, the EGI pool halved. It's still 1/4,000th of that EGI pool, which means your mining halved. There's been 2 exceptions to this. Number one is we just went through halving the first time for Aluminum and Explorer on October 1st. And I got a lot of calls saying, well, but it didn't drop by half. We had a couple individuals fall for a scam, and I didn't feel it was right for the ecosystem to take the hit on it. There was a lot of selling happening in Aluminum Explorer, but it wasn't organic. It was a crime. We've got the law enforcement agencies involved in it. So what we did is, us as the Debt Council, we have treasury nodes. What we did is we turned off some of our treasury nodes, so we made a lot less during that period of time to make sure the ecosystem did not get affected by a bad actor.
So this is actually really good, guys. So some people were scammed that were a part of this project or a part of those 2 projects, Aluminum and Explorer, and the company themselves took from their earnings to make sure that those people that were scammed within the ecosystem were made whole. So that's the kind of project that you want to be a part of. That's why I that's why I stick with companies like this and with Afrik Arbitrage System, because you have that kind of CEO who's in the driver's seat. With Jason Michael, he has shown in the past that if he makes a mistake, he makes sure that his investors are made whole. This whole thing, I think he had endorsed a coin project a year ago or a couple of years ago, and those people that invested in that coin and then the coin flopped, he made sure that all those people were made whole for listening to his advice on getting into that token project. So CEOs like that who put themselves out there, who build a brand, who stand on what they believe in and do what they say they're going to do, those are the ones that you want to get behind projects like this and projects like Afrik Arbitrage System. Every single platform is going to have its hiccups, is going to have its issues, especially with scammers and the hackers that are out here. No one is 100% complete safe. So do not put your whole life or identity into one project. What they call being, what do you call it? Being tribal behind a project, meaning you put your whole identity and you wrap it up in a project, and then when that project has issues, oh, your whole life is just spiraling out of control. I see that every single day with Afrik Arbitrage System. So many people have wrapped their whole life up in AAS to where they are just spiraling out of control. Now they have anger. Now they can't function because they have wrapped their whole self into a project. These are investment projects, period, point blank. Nobody owes you anything when you put your money into a project. You are going based off of your own research, what you see the platform doing, the numbers, the tokenomics. You are going off of that, and you are saying, look, this project looks good based off of X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna put my money in here. If the project has to take a break, if the project is hacked or whatever, you have done your research enough to know that, okay, yes, I see this project bouncing back, or I see this project taking care of its investors, just like you see with Binance. People trust the brand Binance and CZ because they know CZ is going to have their back in the crypto space, as he has shown. I'm talking Binance.com, not all the subsidiaries of Binance, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So whenever you invest, do not think in your head, oh, this person promised me this, so this is what I can expect. Do your own research. Hopefully you guys have learned enough with me and with Jassim on how to do your research in the crypto and blockchain space. So yeah, it is what it is. If something happens, you're just going to have to wait for it to resolve and move forward. But if you are with real projects like this and with AAS, you guys know that you're not with a project that's just going to take your money and run off and it's gone. So that is what it is. That's investors in anything, in stocks and corporations and different businesses and companies and real estate, their investments. You have to have a certain amount of risk tolerance to do any kind of investing. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is promised. Nothing is owed to you. Like, you owe me my financial freedom if I invest. No, you're an investor. If you talk to any investor ever, they know this. They know that they have a specific amount of risk tolerance. They do their risk research, and based off of their own risk tolerance, based off of what they're going for, meaning their goals for their own financial freedom, they make a decision. Okay, I'm all in on this for these reasons. Let's see what comes out of it. Not, Okay, I'm all in on this because you've made my ears happy and you promised me financial freedom, so therefore you owe me financial freedom. That's not how you think. That's how poor people think. So you got to be willing to educate yourself, learn, and take some risk. If you want to be wealthy or financially free, you got to be willing to take risk. That's my little spiel. That's how far as we're going to go on this video today. My next video, I'm actually going to do the presentation for the Debt Box and IX Global. We are getting close for AAS to hear what's going to go on with AAS this week. So this Thursday, we will know whether we are going to be trading or whether we are just getting an update on the 15th. So we'll wait and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and do a presentation about this on the next video, so stay tuned for that so that you guys will be ready when AS returns to decide which direction you are going to go. Also, stay tuned for the things I will be learning to help you go from broke to building your wealth from your little bit. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. Exciting things. I will catch you guys on the next one.